Hello and welcome to today's global training. Today we are going to walk through how to model a market crash using the market crash insight in Voyant. This insight is useful when you want to stress test a client's plan and answer questions such as what if the client experiences a significant market downturn right before or during retirement, or will the client still be okay if their invested assets dropped unexpectedly? For this example, we're using Martha and John. This will help us demonstrate the impact of a market crash and how those invested assets will be affected if a major loss were to happen. Before we get started, I do want to show you where you can see how to adjust the market loss settings. So if you go into plan settings and go to major loss, you can see here that the default age is 60, number of years you can choose 1 to 5, and I have selected year 1, -35, and year 2 at a 45% loss. And then you can also choose the allocation percentile. So from here, we'll select done. Now from here, we're gonna go ahead and navigate to the insights and go to market crash. From here, we're gonna go ahead and select get started. You can choose a different age if you would like, but for this instance, we'll go ahead and use age 55. Now that we have added in this market crash, we can see this new icon indicating an event has been created at age 55. We can see that there is no shortfall found from this market crash, but if we were wanting to show our clients what if there was an additional shortfall event, what we'll do here is go ahead and create a what if plan. We'll go ahead and give this the name a second shortfall event, create this plan. Within this new plan, we're just going to select this plus button and go to event, or you can select timeline. Either will do just fine. So in the event, we'll go ahead and do major loss event, and we'll leave this at age 60, select done. And then to model another event, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we are going to use a different timeline for this. So we're gonna move this up here, and this is gonna be our next major loss event. At age 74, we're gonna select done. Now that we have those two major loss events entered, we can see that their goal is already not being met that previously was. If we go back to the dashboard, we can now see that there is a shortfall in the plan that is happening because of this major loss event. If we want to dive deeper into this, we want to go to our year view, and we can scroll over to our investments tab. And as we use this slider bar, we can see that first event, this net growth of -35 and then -21 for their brokerage accounts. And we can see how those are affected. And as we move forward, they do start growing again until we reach this next market loss event, which is also creating that other major loss event. So then we can see that they do now have shortfall in their plan. You can also view this by going to the assets and seeing how that looks on the plan as well. And if you prefer, this is a good opportunity to go into your Let's See screen, compare plans chart view. We're going to want to change this back to our base plan and do our second shortfall event. So now that we're in our assets chart in our dual chart view, we can see how those assets are being affected year by year. So this is a really good opportunity to discuss with your clients if this were to be a possibility, how they could recover, what are some strategies that you could use to really prevent this from happening if there were to be a major loss event. I hope this helps, and if you do have any good questions, please feel free to always use our request support center, which is up by clicking on your client and then request support and then typing in your question. I hope you enjoyed this training, and please feel free to reach out with any questions.